do this playlist, or I'm just going to do a series of funny stories, because I have a lot of funny stories. I really do. And one of them today is actually going to cover something about my gaming, too. So, yeah. So, I'm going to start out by saying, I know, like, I'm sure if my picture wasn't up here and you didn't see me, you'd probably think I was like, what, a 12-year-old, 10, 12-year-old, because my voice sounds so weird. Which is weird, because I'm making it deep right now. I mean, it's weird. On the phone, my voice sounds like I'm a 5-year-old. I'm sure on the microphone on the PlayStation it sounds like a 5-year-old. So, I mean, it's really irritating. But I'm going to tell you a really funny story about my voice doing some weird stuff. So, this summer I was at a soccer camp in Seattle. And there's probably about 100 kids there. And it's actually the Seattle Sounders soccer camp. Even though I suck at soccer. Oh, God, I'm horrible. I'm probably the worst soccer player you've ever seen in my life. But, I went there and made some new friends from different countries. It was fun. It was fun. But during the orientation, everyone had to get up and, say something about themselves. Like, what's your favorite soccer team? Or who's your favorite player? You know what I mean? Something like that. So all these little kids were getting up, They're doing all right. And I was actually 17 at the time. So this shouldn't have happened very much. But all these kids are getting up, saying stuff, you go to a Seattle Sounders soccer camp, you have to say, oh, my favorite team, Seattle Sounders. And I finally got up there, and the first thing that comes out of my mouth, they called my name and were like, Joshua. And I'm like, oh boy, here it comes. And the first thing I do, I'm like, my voice does that. Like, it's just like, I go to say my favorite team, and it's just like, it was horrible. And then everyone starts laughing, and just like, some of my friends who are my age are patting me on the back, like, it's alright, man, it's alright, it happens. And I go to say Sporting KC, and it goes, Sporting KC, twice, it happens twice! I mean, what is with that? It doesn't do that, like, hardly ever, but, the time when I'm in front of 100 people, it does it. And it's just, the beginning was the worst. It was horrible because the whole place was silent. Like, I tried to get up when everyone was, because after everyone gets up, they start, clapping for the kid who got up, It's kind of, like a support group, like, something like that. And, when you get up, you tell your favorite team players, say a little something about yourself, and everyone, gives you a little clap. And I was trying to get up right when they were clapping, but it turns out the moment I start talking, everyone goes silent. I mean, the place, you could have heard I don't even know, you could have, so quiet, you could almost hear people's heartbeats. I didn't know a church could get that quiet, but apparently it could, because the orientation was in a church on a school campus. But I mean, it was just horrible. I don't even think I could ever reenact the way my voice did that. I mean, it was kind of just like, when it happened, everyone just turned and looked at me. It was, just imagine the most sheer embarrassment and sheer horror that has ever happened to you. Imagine that happening right there in front of 100 people when you're 2,000 miles away from home. You don't know anybody. And it was just the most horrible thing in the world. And, oh my God, it was just terrible. And it was just kind of like, it probably lasted about 5 seconds. I mean, it seemed like it lasted for an hour and a half. I mean, it really did. But in reality, it probably lasted like 4 seconds, 5 seconds. But it was just like, it was like a, whoa. And that's what it was. I mean, it was so embarrassing. But yeah, so that's my story for today. And of course, I'm going to probably be doing all these stories on my cell phone since my camera and stuff has not arrived yet. I'm thinking about naming this series the Cell Phone Chronicles. It could be fun, you never know. But yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe for more funny stories. I don't know if this is funny to me, it might not be to other people. But, I enjoy talking to my cell phone. Yeah, it doesn't make me feel weird at all.